for treads, which is, I guess, the under bot item here. Most women like to go for phase. I personally like to go for treads a little bit better because you have the bottle generally. Sometimes you have the bottle, and then you can heal a little bit better. I always love switching treads, so that's just me though. Here we go. Eidolon's farming, or Enigma's farming a lot. He's got 1,000 gold. He's actually gone for treads first, which is very interesting. Yeah, Smoke Gang's gonna come mid. Line does not know. Barrel Strike comes in, and wow, just completely raping that line. And I think they could actually push mid if the Lycan decides to swing. No, Lycan's gonna continue to farm. Lycan's got 1,300 gold in the bank. Probably gonna go for treads and then go for whatever his major item choice. As a Lycan, you have a lot of item choices. Another reason I love playing Lycan. Unlike playing like a Morphling or Shadow Fiend, you have very limited of item builds. Or Spectre in this case, good example. Spectre, you got like 2 item builds. That's it. Do you skip the Vanguard or you don't? That's it. Maybe you go for Purge before Radiance, but that's, you know, you guys get what I'm trying to say. Some heroes just have 1 item build. Others, such as Lycan, you have a lot of item builds. You know, if you want to be cheesy, you can go for Necro 3 on Lycan. That's really good. If you want to be standard, go for the BKB. You could go SMY. You could go for Desolator. Just many good choices, and that means you could adapt to games very well. Lion's going to eat. Oh, wow. That's not the best chain stun. But, wow, I think the Sand King's going to go down. One more hit, dodges it with the Sandstorm. Epic play by Angel here. And now Sand King by me trouble. No, Sand King goes down to the Lycan, to the Pugna. Is the prop gonna get a kill? Yeah, she's not gonna use any nukes. Gonna kill the ward as well. Ward doing a lot of de-draining of the mana. Pugna runs out. Sensing, no, he does not run out. There's a Shadow Strike. There's a Nether Blast getting everyone very low. Is it gonna be a very good arrow from Cinderin? No, not enough mana. Yeah, not enough mana for the arrow. And Enigma comes around. It's gonna get a kill of Avenge. A Black Hole gets 2. Here comes the Pugna with the blast. Gonna get everyone solo. Quamp needs to blink out. She's very, very low. Are we gonna see a sick TP in? The Ogre is joining the battle, not getting a single hit off. There's a teleportation coming in. There's that NS. Is he gonna get a Fisher go? No, he's not. It's a little bit too far. No, he's gonna get it. He's, oh, what a, I think that was blind. That must have been a blind Fisher. NS, exceptional TP, knowing where the enemy hero is and then reacting accordingly. Well played by NS. And Rise is getting free from. He's got the phase boots. That was me being speechless. That is probably the worst boots you could get on Lycan for many reasons. One, when you're in wolf form, you don't need extra move speed. Yes, the damage, plus 24 damage, is pretty good for 900 gold and 13 minutes in. 900 gold. For 900 gold and 30 minutes in, phase boots is the most effective in terms of item you could buy for just raw damage. There's no any other item that gives you more damage for 900 gold. I understand that. And if you're, you know, in Lycan form, you could do a lot of damage. But when you're, if you accidentally press phase, you turn off your crit, and that's like, yeah, I don't know why you need phase boots, because phase boots is a chasing item, but as a Lycan, you don't need another chasing item to chase, because you already got shapeshift. Shapeshifts give you enough MS, and if you want to chase someone outside of like wolf form, then I don't understand. Venge dies somewhere, probably warding. So I think treads is, well, like, the bonus you get from treads, the attack speed bonus, is not necessary at all because you already attack fast as like hell. So that's not a bad item either, or that's not an exceptionally good item either. But you get strength, and that's what you really need as Lycan. I actually enjoy Arcane Boots Lycan, as weird as it may sound, because they give you some mana. The Vlad's, I guess, is good enough for mana regen, but yeah, sometimes you can even keep your boots at just at boots, you know. Treads is the most common item. Just phase boots makes no sense. It makes none. And so far we still haven't seen that smoke Roche attempt. So I'm a little bit disappointed at Nevo right now. They may have some like very strategic choice, but I'm currently not seeing it right now. And the fact that they're 6 and 8 behind the Scourge team, it's not looking good for Nevo. Shaker is just doing his doing an exceptional job. I think he's farming really well right now. Nope, he's got 300 gold in the bank. I was gonna say he's got a kill. You know, he's farming a little bit. There's an Invis Quap, and let's see if they get the Enigma before he black hole. But there's a lot of stuns here. Just so many stuns here. Sand King needs to be careful as well. They do have the side. There's an Invis from the bottom, and let's see if they get initiation going off. Sand King coming in. No, just Invis. All right. That was a Moonlight Shadow. Did he use it for himself? No, he didn't. Not too sure what that was all about. Here we go. We're gonna have a big team fight going on. No Blink Dagger, a Necro Book. Wow, that is creative. Drep picks up a Necro Book. I like that because I like a Necro Book as an item a lot. Such a good pushing item, you know, not bad. Actually, not bad with Black Hole, right? So they're gonna get a free tower because the Sentinel team can't defend. I was gonna say, well, Blink Dagger is gonna be the first item. Blink Dagger first is getting a lot more unpopular nowadays with Enigma because you know, the availability of a long range stun. It's very common, such as, you know, Shackle Shot, the Fisher, and just many long range stuns. But and a swap, of course, on the Sentinel. But a Necro Book, wow, I mean, it pushes really well. It gives you a lot more strength. You can actually, I guess, walk in. With Fisher, you could just have your Shaker Fisher and then walk in with the Black Hole. You gotta just be very careful. I don't think the Sentinel team or the Scourge team is actually relying on their Black Hole. They know that Black Hole is gonna get cancelled one way or another. So it's probably not a good idea to rely on it. Just use your Enigma as a bait. You know, draw a couple of stuns. He has some pretty spammable spell, the Malphus. A pretty quick cooldown. So you could chase pretty well as well. It's an interesting build, and judging the fact that they want to play a more pushing lineup, I like that. Pushing is always good. Always make games a little bit more exciting. I want to see this Lycan doing some solo pushes. He's trying. Unfortunately, he's not getting anything off because the Scourge team being very map aware. Whenever they see Lycan almost getting close to their tower, they just stop the push. And now there's a good Shackle Shot on the Sand King on the tree. Oh. Well, that he was clicking. Venge gets stunned as well. Venge very low HP. Eats a power shot. Lucky magic wand. He might have died there. But meanwhile, on top lane here, Potom, unfortunately, unable to get a kill on the line. Line TP's out. Man, this gotta be one of the lowest action game in a pro game I've ever seen. 6 of 8 so far. 14 kills in 17 minutes. We're looking at a 6.69C Chinese game. But no, we're gonna see some push going on. Eidolon, does that book level 1? This book level 1 still. Let's see if it's gonna max it. Generally, when you go book, you just max it at 3. But Enigma as a hero, you kind of need some items. Like, I know skipping Blink Dagger is okay. Like, it's not the most unseen stuff. Like, some people just skip Blink Dagger altogether, but you still want a BKB, right? Potom just runs in, hits an arrow. There's a Black Hole hitting too. Unfortunately, there's not. Where's that swap? Venge get a stun off, and that Enigma goes down as well. I'm not too sure what. All right, I think the Enigma should have ran. Maybe he realized that he would not gonna run out anyways, and then just died. In that case, if you're not gonna die, don't use your Black Hole, because your Black Hole, even though it's prone to get cancelled in a team fight, it's still Black Hole. You still want to have it for the next team fight. Black Hole's cooldown is ridiculously long. Arrow almost hits. Wow, NS just he was like, oh my god, almost got hit. That is gonna defend the tower, I think. Just upon the dropping a war, you guys are gonna back off? Why? I guess. All right. Shaker's got no blink. Line's got no blink either, so I'm not too sure why they backed off. It's going to be a little bit hard to push against Oblivion with the war down, but it's a 5v3 situation. I guess they're sensing that the Scourge team was going to revive very quickly because it's a very early stage of the game. So, again, still, this Lycan's been free farming the whole game, but still no Aegis. I am disappointed. Rise, I am disappointed. What item is he going to go for? BKB, I suppose? Is that what the Ogre Axe is suggesting? I think Sage wouldn't be bad either. I don't like BKB in this game. Well, I say BKB is very necessary because there's so many stuns. But also BKB might not be the best choice because there's a Black Hole. I suppose. It's really hard to say when you see like 18 stuns. And it looks like the Sentinel is going to allow this Roshan to go by. They know. They really know. Like, they definitely know. Let's see if the Wolf is going to get a Aegis steal or the Aegis kill. The Wolf, come on, hit the Aegis. No, Oblivion picked it up. So, I'm going to try to make sense of what Nevo's doing. So far, Nevo is being very passive, but they have very aggressive heroes. So, I got to say, the only reason they're being passive is because they're down. They're down 8 and 9. The score kill doesn't suggest that they're down that much. But I feel like in terms of EXP, let's check out how everyone's doing. 12, 12, 9, 11, 13, 11... 11. Actually, the EXP is fairly even as well, so I'm not too sure why Nevo's being more defensive than they should. Sure, the Scourge team have a little bit better of a teamfight hero. They have more AoE. But I gotta say, are they just hoping that, you know, we're gonna basically turtle and say, well, you know, our Lycan is gonna win by carrying? I don't think that's gonna happen. Lycan's a strong mid-game carry, but he's not God. You know, even if you have a BKB, Like if the enemy team knows what they're doing, they're gonna pick up Ghost Staff, and I don't think the Scourge team even care right now in terms of picking up Ghost Staff. They already have a banish, so if whoever is focusing, they could just banish him. So strategically, Nevo's strategic choice is not making sense. Necro Book 2 finish on Enigma, and wow, it's gonna be a little bit scary once he picks up Necro. Do Black Hole. Never mind the black hole. Even if he doesn't like hit the black hole with Malphus and Necro Book focusing on a single target, that is very high amount of DPS, especially if you have enough micro to do a mono burn and whatnot. And I'm sure Dread does. So Scourge team transition to a bottom push. There's a Moonlight Shadow being used from bottom. Cinder and being very good using that Moonlight Shadow. A lot of bottom don't do that enough. I think Moonlight Shadow is one of those most underrated ults. But they're using Moonlight Shadow and just running in jungle, and that's not going to get too much accomplished. Especially if especially when Rise was Moonlight Shadow under creep vision, so the enemy team knew he was getting Moonlight Shadow. So I was like, okay, well, let's stay back for 10 seconds, and that was it. Nevo can't get anything done. We have a Blink Dagger finish on the Sand King. That's something good. He's going to get Malphus canceled. No! Great arrow hits as well. And Cinderin's going to find himself 200 extra gold. Very low HP because he killed the blue minion, which deals, by the way, 400 magical damage at level 2. And here we go, Shaker being a little bit out of position, trying to go for Echo Slam, did not get it off, and that's a very good 2-for-nothing exchange. The Nevo team's getting 2-for-nothing exchange the second time. That's really good, and that means they're gonna get 1 tower at least, and that's it. They can't go for Rex because there's a lot of creeps here and a lot of creeps here. They should be TPing back, but at the very least they got 1 tower and 2 kills. Yeah. Nevo starting to turn around a little bit, and they do have the BKB finish on the Lycan, so that means they could start to be a little bit more aggressive. You gotta keep in mind another big component of pushing is sending a hero that they can't do anything about and go at them and draw the enemy back, and then hopefully your 4 guys can push. And Lycan is a good candidate to do that. We don't see many teams doing that because it really puts your carries in a kind of a big trouble. And Lycan is not the tankiest thing. He's not like an Undying. He's not like a Balinar. He's kind of like a Balinar, I suppose. But yeah, he's not an unkillable tank, especially if you have a Finger of Death. There's a Blink Dagger finish on the line. Let's see who is going to be the first victim. I predict... It's really hard to say. I predict it's going to be... I'm going to make a guess. It's going to be Quap. Quap, by the way, is going to go for Axe-6, which I suppose is okay. It increases your nuke damage and it really reduce the cooldown on the Sonic Wave. And it gives you a lot of HP, so it makes you survive a lot better. But I still like the traditional build a little more. Go for the Rush Hex first, because you just want to provide your team with, more stuns. More stuns is always good. But Sonic Wave is not bad as well. Both teams going back to Turtle. Both teams very just passive. Like, you don't fight me, I don't fight you unless you're really out of position. Like what we did here. So the Aga Stick is finished. And it looks like the Scourge team is going to want a little bit of action. Necro 3 being finished. Blink Dagger not up on the Shaker yet. Of course, the Hood already finished. And then Mecha and... Wow, are they massing? If they go 5 Necro Book, I'll jizz in my pants. I really will, because 5 Necro push strats are just sexy. Been trying that a lot. Been trying that out a lot in houses. Look, this is exactly what you need to do. Blink. Well, Sand King blink back. I thought he was initiating. These Necro Books just doing a lot of harass. Like, even though they're not getting too much done, they're just being annoying. What he did there was trying to destroy the tree because he was expecting the Sand King to hide there, and indeed he did. So a lot of blasts, a lot of passive harass. Necro Books running around like crazy. Here we go, Moonlight Shadow initiation, and Lycan Wolf is gonna go down. He's gonna get Black Hole, but no, wow, did he cancel? No, he got decrypt as well. Lycan Wolf going like crazy, eating the Enigma. That is a horrible choice because he already Black Hole. There's no reason to go for Enigma anymore. I feel like the strategic choice from Nevo is just making so many mistakes here and there, and we got Venge died, and then nothing killed, and those wolves going for Dread. Dread's gonna be fine. Arrow hits as well. What Sentinel is doing a very good job in terms of, like, yeah, they're using all their long range spells and kind of just pushing the Scourge back, but the Scourge very very resilient. They got the Mecha, they got the Hood. I think they got Arcane Boots. Yeah, they have Arcane Boots on the Shaker, I think. It's like, no, they don't have Arcane Boots. What am I saying? They have Necro Books. Necro Book makes you resilient, I suppose, right? Yeah, you have a lot of HP. Palm goes in, goes for an arrow. Let's see if this magical arrow is gonna get dodged, unfortunately.